Sweet audio. Hopefully everyone can hear this. Sit down and edit a video here. Oh, hey guys, I didn't see you there. Apparently we're doing a stream. Oh, cool. Yeah. Like those things that we used to do like over a month ago. Yeah. AgriLive. Okay. Yeah, well, I'm Riley Slivka. Welcome back to the streams. It's been a bit of a break, but we're back with one today. Unfortunately, I can't say what the next one is because this summer has been very interesting schedule-wise. Everything has been landing on top of the stream broadcast times, and it is taking a toll. There's 9 of you in the chat right now, it looks like, or watching the stream at least. Probably fewer in the chat. Those numbers are about half of what's normal. So, yes, YouTube is punishing me for some reason for not streaming for a while. Actually, it's hard to say. It could just be the time that I chose. This is a unique time. It's not on Tuesday, so that's different from what people are normally accustomed to. That counter went up to 12. Anyway, there are some people here. So we do have Little Farm Big Cameras, Jack Rosa, Robert, and Whiteman. Above the Field Farming is here as well, as is Coda Farms. I also saw... Oh, I think I already saw him too. Yeah, it looks like all of the... A lot of usual people, a couple new faces, so awesome to see you all here. Hopefully I sound all right. We're still working out a little issue that we've been having for the past little while with the audio. If you listen very, very carefully, there is some sort of digital artifacting going on in the mids to highs in my voice that only kicks out to YouTube and doesn't appear to be anything that I can really diagnose right now with OBS, because if I record into OBS, it doesn't do that. It's only when I hear it on YouTube. Anyway, it's such a nitpicky little thing that I'm just going to pretend it's not there for now. and we're going to hopefully have a good short stream today. So, thank you all for being here. It's great to see everybody here once again. And yes, I had to do a dramatic intro thing with the lights. I got some LED light panels that I've been using a couple places here and there, and they finally made their way to AgriLive. So we'll be playing around with those a little bit. That one is behind me to provide some backlighting, so you can kind of see a glow around me. It just kind of adds some depth. It's not the greatest lighting setup right now, the way I have them, but maybe we'll play with them in the future. If you guys are interested in lighting stuff, usually we don't use these things in farm videos, but if you want to learn a thing or two, feel free to ask in the chat. All right, so I think to start off for today, we're going to go ahead and do a recap of what I have been up to lately and why I have not been streaming, because some of you may have noticed that we missed the stream a couple weeks ago completely. So over on my other monitor here, I'm going to look for some notes, or some photos, I should say, of what I've been up to lately. Let me go ahead and, no, that's not what we want there. Go ahead and start there. That should bring the photo viewer up. Yep, it does. Full screen that. Come back over here and action. Here's a restart. This is a month ago. This is the day before Father's Day. I came home to Winifred, so this is the Missouri break. Saw some bighorn sheep. We were out pasture camping for the Father's Day weekend, and so I came home to spend some time with family. On my way to the campsite, I saw this, which is pretty awesome. For those of you who follow me on Instagram, you've probably seen a couple other photos of these bighorn sheep as well. So, shameless plug to follow me on Instagram. I'm at Riley Slifka or something like that on there. You'll find me one way or another. I believe the information is on my YouTube channel as well. Anyway, this is where the busyness of busyness starts, is after this camping trip. I think I need to arrow over here. Oh yeah, there's another picture of the bighorn sheep. They're just cool photos. I shot them on my cell phone of all things. Google Pixel 2, if anyone's asking. But just shows off some beautiful country. It was pretty green at this point in time too. This would have been early to mid-June. So yeah, it was looking pretty good. Now it's a little more dry. Actually, it was starting to dry up right at this time. It could have been actually much greener, but not too bad. Anyway, that's going to lead us into the next thing that I was doing over the long break from AgriLive, and that was doing a couple drone demonstrations with two kids camps at the Montana Farmers Union. So this is a picture of one of the groups that I spoke to there. We talked about drones, what you can use drones for, and all 130 campers between the two camps that I spoke at flew DJI Mavic Air drones. The camp owned 3 DJI Mavic Airs, and I was able to get things organized enough that each kid flew the drone back and forth, and there were no crashes. So that was awesome. It was a good time over there. This was in Highwood, Montana, not far out of Great Falls. Next. Okay, so now we're back at an MSU project. This is actually a really small organic farm, so very, very different from what we're all used to over here with conventional farming. MSU was doing a success story it's part of an agritourism grant that they got over there. So long story short, I was on an organic farm. It was really interesting to see how different those types of operations are. This one specialized in working with youth, especially youth with disabilities. So kind of cool to see how growing food can be such a connection for working with people of those backgrounds. They do quite a few other things at this farm as well. I probably could talk all day about it, but we're going to go ahead and keep moving on with what I've been up to, because soon after that trip to Hamilton, Montana, which is in the western part of the state, I drove all the way across the state of Montana, which can take up to 10 hours to drive across. I did this in increments, by the way. I stayed in Billings for something else, but I ended up in Plentywood, Montana, which is about 15 miles south of the Canadian border. So very similar to Canadian agriculture up here, especially. They grow a lot of lentils up here, as you can see, and there's a lot of disease in the lentils up there. Lentils is a pulse crop, by the way. You don't see them much at all in the Midwest, where a lot of the audience is from. So this is my Sony a7S II and DJI Ronin S. If anybody's asking about the equipment in this picture, I was using it to film some evidence of rotten lentils that we're doing for another MSU extension video. Now, extension, every state has one. Extension is a college service that puts agents in a lot of the counties of a state. Those agents basically take all the information, the research information from the universities, and disseminate it out towards the farmers. This video is taking information about root rot in lentils and presenting it to farmers who are facing these issues. That's the goal, at least. This video probably won't be done till next year, but I'm making 5 of these for a freelance project with Agri Studios. So pretty awesome stuff. Anyway, this was a 2-day shoot. So the second day, this is a, field day. So this is when extension agents and other scientists, we'll call them scientists, basically specialists from the Bozeman campus at MSU, came out and discussed the issues of root rot with the farmers. So I was there. I recorded some footage from some of that and interviewed a couple farmers that are facing these issues. So anyway, it was really interesting to see what sort of things were happening in the northeast part of the state. It's a part of Montana that I don't get to go to much. One more thing, by the way, guys. Okay, this is apparently the only picture I have of this, but you can see all the DJI equipment that we had at one time. This Phantom 4 right here is not mine. That belongs to another YouTuber who has submitted to AgriLive before. So some of you might remember Fast Ag Montana. I believe he was in the last episode, but Tony Fast and his family happened to farm about half an hour away from where that field day was taking place. So I got to do a farm visit, got to see Fast Ag Montana in action in real life. Tony's a really cool guy. He knows all the cool people like Millennial Farmer and Jay Hill and all of them over on Instagram. So you'll see Tony on Instagram quite a bit just because of the tagging that happens back and forth. Anyway, there was another mutual connection with a college friend I had as well. It ended up just being a obvious stop that I had to take. So stopped there. They were getting some hay put down with this swather in the background, and we took some drone footage of it. So hopefully that appears on maybe Tony's channel, maybe even this channel sometime soon when I can get some of that stuff sent out and maybe edited. So anyway, awesome stop for sure. Now we'll get into some exciting stuff. This is the road that I took to get from the northeast part of Montana back to central Montana, because in Montana, a 2-track dirt road up a very steep incline is the fastest and shortest way between 2 places sometimes. In this case, it wasn't, because the road was a little bit muddy. I probably should not have gone on it. For those of you who are following my Instagram, you'll know a couple more things about this. I call this the Along the Edge Superhighway because it goes through some pretty intense Missouri Breaks country. Anyway, just kind of a cool little way to get from one place to another for sure. So even though I had to back up the vehicle to get a better run going through crossings, it was worth it, in my opinion. But we didn't get stuck. That's the good thing. If we would have got stuck, probably would have a completely different story on this. So anyway, I had to wash that vehicle off, and then it was off to rodeo season. So another thing that I do, in addition to farm video type things, is help people do live camera operation at a few various rodeos in this region of the US. So they're always looking, maybe not always, but it seems like they're often looking for talented people who know how to run a camera and have that live feed from the camera go to a ginormous screen that they have set up in the arena. So I'm not a huge rodeo person myself, but they are interesting to watch, and I do love filming them as well in a live setting. So this is another moneymaker for me, helps pay the bills. So this rodeo in particular was in Livingston, Montana, which is about 30 minutes away from where I'm at right now. So I could commute back and forth to this one. And I show up in the evening, set up a camera. Not my camera. This is one that they own. It is a Sony PXW something whatever 100, I believe. Shoots 4K. Pretty awesome camcorder style camera. This little device on the top of it wirelessly transmits the video back to a, we'll call it a homemade TV trailer, is what he put together, where he basically switches cameras for the production. There were 3 of us camera people there. Anyway, I can stop rambling about this. Long story short, I did this last few days, and I got to go to Northern Nevada and do it for another week. So I'll be busy doing some of this stuff, but once we get out of rodeo season, then it's going to be harvest time, and hopefully a ton of content to go with that. So it's coming before we know it, guys. In fact, harvest is one of the things we'll talk about in a little bit on this show as well, so stay tuned for that. Anyway, if you're curious, here is the screen that we were producing to. So everyone in the audience, it's basically a Jumbotron. This is what they're looking at. And this is a short video clip of taking that screen back down. Basically, it's a bunch of little panels that fall into these carts, and we disassemble it down there. Anyway, interesting stuff. I'm done with my ramblings for what I've been doing so far, as I'm sure many of you have left while I was talking about all that stuff, because I'm pretty sure it was actually pretty boring. But hey, that's why there hasn't been AgriLive in the last month. Things have been happening, so it's been great. Things are going to continue to happen, which means we could go by for another amount of time before the next episode. But we're here today. You guys are submitting farm videos. We have a few of those to watch. We'll get to those in a moment after I answer 1 or 2 questions in the chat that have been sitting here for a while. So Little Farm Big Cameras is asking, where can I get your merchandise? Answer to that question. Currently have no merchandise store set up right now, but several of you have asked if you could pick up an Agri Studios hat. So I'm going to find a way to make Agri Studios hats for sale, and I need to order some more anyway because people in person have been requesting them as well, in addition to online requests. So I'm going to keep you guys up to date. Hopefully later this summer or in the fall, I can get a merch store set up, at least to buy hats, maybe to buy t-shirts. We'll see what happens. And Farmington, Washington, lentil capital of the world, says Blaine. Interesting. I didn't know that Washington was a huge lentil state. So that's super interesting. I know North Dakota and the prairie area of Canada and Montana are all good pulse crop producer states because they are up north where it is cooler growing seasons. That's what pulse crops need. So Washington, I guess, would also be up north. I assume you're talking about the eastern part as well, where, yeah. It's interesting. I didn't know that Washington was a big lentil producing state, but makes sense. You guys ready to watch some farm videos for today? We're going to go ahead and get started with those right here in a moment. So let me go ahead and set things up real quick. All right. So we're going to go ahead and start with a video from, this one was submitted earlier, I believe, from John B32XQ. This is a 2016 farming recap video. Looks like he uploaded it in the new year of 2017 as a Happy New Year's type video. So almost like a rewind type thing. Let's go ahead and see what it's all about, guys. Farming 2016. Here we go. And the soundtrack is a Lindsey Sterling soundtrack. Something just a little bit different. So we got a head-mounted GoPro going on here. All these unique perspectives inside the tractor cab. The only issue with head-mounted GoPros is, yes, they have super wide fields of view. Sometimes it's not wide enough yet, and the camera sits a little high. Got some still photos of various implements behind the tractor. Now we're back to some video. We're rolling something. Nice roller. Work off a lot of ground with that thing. Cutting to the music a little bit too. Awesome. Definitely some energetic music choice as well. honestly kind of ready for a new scene. We've been... Oh, there we go. Now we're in a new scene. Looks like some seeding action. Now we're in rock picking photo. Now we're back to seeding. Now we're harvesting. Back to that head mount for the GoPro. And now we're back to black video from my camera for some reason. I'll go ahead and fix that in a little bit. Back to working some ground here. Loading some trucks. John, good to see you in the chat as well. Quick question for you. Where are you from? Where is this farm that we're watching right now? I'm guessing somewhere in Canada. Wild guess, though. Definitely a dryland prairie area of some sort. Snowy. Anyway, excellent video for sure. What was I going to say about this one? It's honestly really well done. It has a good runtime, has some good music to go with it. It is in Saskatchewan, awesome. So, I'd say you're on a really good path. Keep it up. You have some of these photos could be enhanced a little bit. You can always crop in a little bit on them to get rid of the black bars. I know the portrait ones that you've included are really hard to do that with. So leave those ones portrait if it's an important enough photo to leave in there as portrait. But yes, awesome stuff. Just keep shooting video and keep making these videos. Don't be afraid to cut even more so to the music, switch things up a little bit more in the edit. But pretty awesome so far. You're already way ahead of a lot of other people as far as putting the edits together. So, yes, awesome stuff. Thank you very much. I have to fix a camera. It just died on me for some reason. So, I think we're going to have to take a short break and address the technical difficulties. So, bear with me, guys. Go ahead, grab some more popcorn. We'll be back right after this. Thanks for tuning in to AgriLive. We'll be right back as we're currently preparing content for the stream. We are always looking for support to help expedite processes like this as much as possible. Please consider supporting the stream by leaving a super chat with a dollar amount of your choice. It's a great way to ensure that we'll still be around and still be sharing agriculture from around the globe in the future. To ensure that you don't miss a future stream, consider subscribing by hitting the button below, as well as enabling notifications with the bell icon. Thank you. Glad to have you here. I also didn't mute the microphone. It's gonna mute some other random thing. Oopsies. They wouldn't be able to hear me. All right, totally out of focus. Let's go ahead and see if we can address that real quick. But we do have a video feedback. Making progress, guys. Okay. Yes, apparently power systems failed, and the cable that I am using to deliver power to my camera failed, and so I just ran the battery dead. So, you know, things that happen on every episode of AgriLive. All right, comments real quick. Won't have any harvest videos this year, but next year I'm going to the USA Harvest Run again. That's both cool and not cool. I do wish I could see a harvest video from you this year, but best of luck with you running on the US crew next year. We'll talk a little more about custom cutting crews here in a quick moment. And then you also said you had some commitments this year, plus a new relationship you want to get going before making any big decisions. Definitely understandable. It takes time to make videos. It's really tough to find time to make videos. So hopefully we can eventually see something new from you. But thanks for sharing that one. So it was awesome. We're going to go ahead and jump right into a bit of a longer one from Just a Little Farm in Kansas that was submitted a while ago and ready to be played today. So this one is titled Deer versus Deer. Wonder what's up with that. Let's go ahead and give it a watch, shall we? Go ahead and switch our sources to here, and here we go. Off with the planter. Maybe that's what we mean. There's an antler on that tire. Good job on finding something to highlight that detail. It would have been very easily missed without that. Back in the field with a planter. What are we planting? All right, so note on that previous drone shot, we were on that one for quite a while. Feel free to edit some of the imperfect movements of the drone shots out, and we can shorten that runtime up pretty well without really losing any important story-oriented details. This top-down shot's pretty cool. I'll talk about white balance a little bit. So the previous shot looked a little warmer to me than this shot does. Actually, you see a change right there. So auto white balance on drones can really be an issue sometimes. So just watch out for that. It can really affect the feel of your footage if the white balance is a little off. And yes, it is hard to tell in field. And yes, I make the same mistake all the time. White balance being how cool or how warm the colors in your footage are. If you can, try using a manual white balance so that it won't change mid-flight on you. This one looks pretty good. It's about the right colors that we're looking for. Nice shot of coming back down on that tractor. Takes a little practice to smooth out your gimbal pitch and the yaw. Good job following that tractor as well. Iowan Farmer is asking, do I review vlogs as well as cinematics? Yes, I do review vlogs. I don't necessarily watch the whole vlog in one sitting though. I might skip around on those. Usually videos longer than 5 minutes, I'm going to skip ahead. But that partially depends on the content as well. So if you have a vlog, feel free to submit. For some reason, the Nightbot is not working once again in the chat. But there is a link in the description of the stream that you can click to go submit. All right, Just a Little Farm in Kansas. I'm gonna go ahead and skip ahead a little bit on your video. And we'll see what's going on here. So we're still on drone shots. This is 4 minutes and 44 seconds into the video. Nice close-up shot, though. Good framing. I'm gonna go ahead and skip ahead just a little more. Entering some new music here. I don't think there's a scene change here. I'm gonna double check real quick by not skipping anything. He's just turning around. So yeah, just switching the music up there. So it's all drone shots in this vid. Had some GoPro issues. All right. GoPro issues tend to happen every now and then. Go ahead and skip ahead just a little more. Probably towards the end now. Oh, I think I see another just in the previews. I'll show you another white balance shift here. Play that again. All right, see that, guys? That's just a little techie thing, a little nitpick, but the color shifted to become very cold in color. If this does happen to you, if you do shoot an auto white balance on your drones, then see now it's warm again in the footage here. But if that happens to you, you can fix it in editing if you know how to color correct. Maybe I'll do a video about color correction one of these days because it's definitely very intimidating at first. And I'm by no means an expert on color, but I've come a long ways. I can definitely confidently teach the basics of color with a farm video context too. So corn is looking pretty good. Nice. I kind of like the perspective shot there, driving by the corn. You're in a side-by-side, it looked like in that shot. And that concludes that video. So there's this end screen. You've got your subscribe and your suggested videos. By the way, be sure to subscribe to Just a Little Farm in Kansas for some awesome content from around there. But anyway, that was the wrong button. I wanted to move my camera, but I ended up just playing another part of the video there. Let's try that. Okay, yeah, that's better. That's me in full screen. Excellent job, Just a Little Farm in Kansas. Love the drone shots. Keep up the good work there. So a little bit of advice for a video like this. This one drug a lot. Where there are some people that will sit through and watch all of this and absolutely love it. It's got a nice, relaxed, sit back and relax type feel to it. So that's awesome. But there's going to be other people who, especially are from the cinematic farming videos crowd, that will probably end up clicking off after a while just because there isn't a whole lot of dynamics in this video. It's pretty much all drone shots of planting. So as far as your runtime's concerned, I would leave this one at a 2-minute video instead of a 10-minute video personally. And don't be afraid to try and work around with some more of that drone footage. Only pick the best of the best. Don't be afraid to throw out up to 90% of the footage that you get from the field. Maybe 50% is a more realistic number for those who are starting out on YouTube. But it can be just as interesting of a video or even more interesting of a video if you do a little more on the editing side and shorten down the runtime. And yes, I know it takes time to edit, but in some cases it's worth it. In this case, I think shortening down that runtime and picking just the very interesting shots of the planter would be great. And then, or it would be worth it. Maybe that's the word I was looking for there. And then on your storytelling perspective, don't be afraid to get creative with that either. For example, what are we planting? When are we planting it? And what else has happened in the day of planting that might be a little extraordinary? You had one at the beginning with the antler stuck on the tractor tire there, so that was a good call story-wise, but that really helps keep people engaged in the content for sure. So I really hope that we keep seeing some more videos from you. This one was actually pretty awesome. Good work on the drone footage. Thanks for submitting, and look forward to the next one. Looks like this was an old submission too, so you say you've been starting to do that. This video was submitted a while ago. This was June 10th, 2019. So he probably has some newer ones for you guys to check out, so be sure to check out his channel for sure. All right, so we're gonna look at one more video, and then we're gonna move along to a bit of a different subject. Let's go ahead and get that pulled up here. Anyway, we're gonna talk a little bit about some custom harvesting action for a few minutes after we watch one more video from Little Farm Big Cameras. This is a cutting of second crop, so another let's see, did we watch a haying video? I have terrible memory, terrible short-term memory for this episode so far. I can't remember if that first one we watched was haying video or not, but we are going to watch a haying video now, so enjoy. Little Farm Big Cameras over in Wisconsin. Very catchy music. I assume that's you in the swather there. It must have been your dad at the beginning. Pulling it through the farmyard. Definitely a decent amount to watch out for on the front there. Even if it isn't the largest swather in the world. I know how it goes. I've almost hit things before. Gotta put some fuel in it. Nice camera work. And here we are. I like the slow-mo too. Nice shot of the mirror there. Nice hyperlapse shot. Nice shot on the hill, farm in the background. Just absolutely beautiful. On our third headland pass here. Making progress. I was about to say, we were getting a lot of shots of the inside of the cab, but now we're switching over to some different exterior-based shots. This one looking back. We're back in the cab now, but just looking straight out the window. Side view, nice. So for those of you new at making farm videos, oh, that's pretty sweet. So we did a pan to reveal, or I should say truck to reveal the swather. in the background with vegetation in the foreground of the shot. Now we're underneath. Anyway, for those of you who are new to making farm videos, take notes on all the different angles that we're capturing here and the way it's edited together. We're not staying on one shot for too long, and there is a lot of angles that I am seeing here. That's a pretty sweet one right there of the front tire in the back of the header, and then it lowered into another pass, which is awesome. We went to black with the music as the music slowed down and faded into a hyperlapse shot again. Almost a top down of the front end of that rotary cutter, making a pass around a headland of another field here. John Deere logo in the middle. All right, music's picking up. What's going to happen next? New scene. Exterior shot. We're going right with the music. Drive-by shot, nice. I like the driving by that building too, coming out from behind it. And the end of the video. He must not have his end card set up yet, but you would have a subscribe and 2 recommended videos popping up here. I forget to do this all the time too. Actually, I've got Nick Welker forgetting to do this a lot as well, so... Oh, there they are. Oh, and thanks for putting Agri Studios in there as well. That's awesome. Alright guys, be sure to subscribe to... Name's not popping up there for some reason, but Little Farm Big Cameras. He has submitted numerous pieces of content to the AgriLive stream before and continues to do so pretty much for almost every episode. It's been awesome to have you submitting, so keep up the great work. Vast improvements in his video game. He's doing really, really well. That was awesome. Very well put together. Excellent storytelling. Excellent cinematic work there for sure. So please check out some more of his work if you have not seen some of it already, guys. That was excellent. Look forward to you making some more awesome content. Can't wait for harvest time and whatever else happens on... It's a dairy farm, I believe, is what they're on. So maybe they don't even harvest crops. I can't quite remember, but... Excellent work, Little Farm Big Cameras. Look forward to seeing the next submission. Okay, so I said we were going to take a quick break. Or did I? Maybe I didn't say quick break, but we're at least switching gears. So, all right, let's go ahead and check this real quick. Oh yeah, we have some more videos we can be watching. So we'll get back to some more of those farm videos here in a second. We're going to go ahead and switch gears real quick and do a quick little session of harvest updates. So let's jump right into that. So cereal grain harvest is upon us in some of the regions south of Montana. We still got at least 3 weeks, is my best guess, up in Montana before we start rolling ourselves. Already excited for it. I can feel it. It's just around the corner. And I'll be up at my home farm helping out a little bit at least as well. So right now, though, there are a lot of custom harvest crews that are busy down in Kansas, maybe Colorado. There's some wheat that happens over there. Maybe south of Kansas. Seems like a lot of people are in Kansas. So custom harvest crews are basically a fleet of equipment of combines, grain carts, trucks, and anything to support that fleet that rolls down the road to usually Texas or some of the very southern wheat belt states is where they start, and they work their way north as things ripen to help out other farmers harvest their crops in a timely manner. It's pretty awesome, some of the stuff they do and some of the things they have to deal with, such as living in trailers for an entire summer with the rest of the crew. Right now, a lot of them are in Kansas, as I said. There's a Facebook page called the North American Custom Harvesters. Let's go ahead and pull that up on the screen here. So this is a great place to stay in touch with a lot of the harvest crews. So give them a like, North American Custom Harvesters. Pretty awesome page. I pulled out a few things from a few different crews to see what's been going on lately. Switch over to this tab. So the first thing, we have a picture from D&M Harvesting with a bit of a description. Harvest has been delayed and muddy this year, but we're thankful and blessed to be a part of it. And I'm not quite sure what location this is. I'm gonna guess Kansas, maybe Nebraska. Yeah, who knows? Maybe somebody in the chat will go ahead and update me on that as well. But anyway, combines are rolling, so awesome to see. And yes, it looks like everyone's running behind a little bit. Usually people are actually starting to leave Kansas and head even further north by now. Like in about a week, I believe southern Montana, even 1 to 2 weeks, southern Montana might have some crops ready normally on a normal calendar year. This year it might be a little bit behind. We've been late in the growing season in a lot of regards. So another post that we'll check out here. This is Roland Harvesting. Back to that mud situation. Got a combine stuck. See if there's some more photos. Oh yeah. Some sort of a New Holland combine, it looks like. But other than that, they've been rolling right along. Boy, that combine is buried. A CR9065. I've actually never heard of that model number before. Probably has the twin rotors in it, I assume. Wow, that is buried in the mud. Hopefully we don't have too much of that happening up here in Montana during harvest. We've been very dry lately. Not very dry, but decently dry. We could use some more moisture up here. So anyway, I'll go ahead and move on to the next crew. This is Dybart Harvesting with a really beautiful top-down drone shot of one of their John Deere, probably S-Series combines. Just beautiful. So they're cutting along as well. Nice full width of header there. I love the dust in the bottom third of this photo too. Obviously taken during golden hour of some sort. Pretty sweet. And lastly, we have a motion picture film that we're gonna watch here. This is Bar Harvesting, and sorry about the quality, guys. It doesn't seem like I could get it to increase. Let me double check on the settings cog here. Oh, there it fixed itself a little bit there. But that's awesome. How many combines is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't even count them all. And you got all the crew in the front too. Awesome photo opportunity for sure. That is sweet. A lot of John Deere paint there. Just ripping right through the middle of the field. Just America for you. That's sweet. All the dust flying up. Awesome orbit shots on the drone as well. Awesome top-down shot. That's just sweet, guys. I've never seen that many combines at once in real life, personally, either. Some of you might have, though, so grab a drink of water here. Well, now they're all full and they have to dump into the grain cart. That's sweet, though. What a massive swath through that field. If you guys want to watch this video yourself, this is off of Facebook, Bar Harvesting. You can also check it out on the North America Custom Harvesters page on Facebook. There's the crew. Awesome guys. I don't know if it says where they're at or not. Let me go ahead and cancel the autoplay. Something I don't like about Facebook. 11 combines, that's how many were in there. And a great crew for the 2019 harvest. So, awesome to see that things are going well for custom harvesters across the nation. They'll keep working their way northward, and pretty soon we'll see them up in these northern states as well. So, pretty awesome. We're going to take another break to queue up a few more videos, and then that's probably going to do it for today's episode. So, let's go ahead and take a short break, guys. We'll be right back in about 3 minutes. Thanks for tuning in to AgriLive. We'll be right back as we're currently preparing content for the stream. We are always looking for support to help expedite processes like this as much as possible. Please consider supporting the stream by leaving a super chat with a dollar amount of your choice. It's a great way to ensure that we'll still be around and still be sharing agriculture from around the globe in the future. To ensure that you don't miss a future stream, consider subscribing by hitting the button below, as well as enabling notifications with the bell icon. Thank you. Glad to have you here. Sorry guys, we're watching a video. I forgot to hit unmute. Canadian Farming 2018 from somebody new. Interesting drone work. It's an interesting sprayer.
We are children of the wild. We take our chance to
Interesting soundtrack.
go on and on to chase the shadows of the wall.
Interesting transitions.
As children of the wild, we make our choices on our own.
By the way, if you guys are just joining AgriLive tonight, seems to be that a decent people are coming in and out. Submit your farm video, we watch them. And you guys can hear me, right? My levels appear to be saying things are good. Awesome shot. Catchy music. We're sounding good now, good to hear. Nice camera angle. Nice evening drone shot. Oh, that's awesome. I love the lighting in that one. Got some Nat sound mixed in on that particular clip. Thought we were gonna hear a little more. Turns out negative on that, but there's some more sound.
We are children of the wild. We take our chance to face the fall.
Honestly, in those particular clips, I would have left them muted because we didn't stay on them for more than 5 seconds. Beautiful camera work, though. Oh, that's an awesome shot. And he ducked the music audio. This one was meant to have that sound of that combine rolling by. Beautiful. Back to some drone orbiting. This guy knows how to fly drones. Or girl. Last time I said the word guy, and it was actually a female creator from Norway, I believe. That clip's out of alignment for some reason. Nice front end shot of that header at work. Back to some unloading, transloading of grain. Nice higher altitude aerial of a manure spreader. Back to some harvest action. These look like some awesome Claas Lexion machines, too. Heard good things about them. Never really been around one myself, though. And that appears to be the conclusion of the video. Man, that was well done. So, this video had a great soundtrack, some editing that kept you on your toes. We were switching between all sorts of angles and different scenes in a farming year. And very good quality as well. Most of those shots came from golden hour, looked good. Just a few of those little nitpicky issues that I caught in the edit, but very solid, very solid. I believe whoever made this video has been doing it for at least a little while, has some experience at it, but very well done. I don't know if you're in the chat. Channel name for that video was Man Grain. He has 1,000 subscribers, so it looks like he's been doing this for a while and has gained a bit of a viewership base on YouTube. Man Grain, be sure to subscribe to him. Check out some more of his content. Excellent job, Man Grain. Hope that I can see another one of those awesome videos for 2019. That was epic. Keep up the good work. I love videos like that. The cinematic stuff that's high energy and just cut to the music so well with some awesome visuals is just an absolute treat to watch. So we're going to move on to the next video. This one is from Taylor Farms. Taylor has made an appearance on the stream before. He farms up in Canada as well, up in Alberta, I believe, north of Calgary. I think he is between Calgary and Red Deer, or Red Deer and Edmonton, one of the two. He'll probably let us know in the chat. I see him there. So spraying in crop 2019. This is hauling water and spraying crops with some drone footage and some Case IH machinery. Let's go ahead and full screen that. Let's go ahead and switch the view. And I don't know why YouTube always does that. If I hit that number on the number pad, it skips ahead. Anyway, we're watching the video from the beginning. We're good to go. All right, let's watch.
Filled up with water. Back to town. Another load.
It's vlog style. Nice. Nice mirror shot. I know what you're using for a camera now, too. Believe it or not, iPhones can do pretty amazing work. Nice drone footage. I kind of like that transition. Like, we had just a little bit of talking footage from you, and we just kind of slowly transitioned into a more cinematic feel. It wasn't jarring like a lot of people do. Just because you had that natural sound audio mix in the clips after you talked, and then we eventually got to the drone footage. I like that transition. So keep that up. That's good. And these are some awesome drone shots too. Beautiful tractor too. It's a Case back before there was such thing as Case IH. Nice clip of pulling out of the yard. And raising up the levels on that music. Back drone footage. This must be your water trailer here. Loading up some chemical. And a nice open field. Nothing going on, just an ambient drone shot. I think the music's fading out. Are we at the end of the video? There's the tractor and pull behind sprayer again. Now we're actually transitioning into a different song. There, I did think the video was about to end. Just a note.
Boxes here. Slice these all open and lay them down flat so they take up less room until we.
But nope, there is more.
For recycling.
So we get all these jugs after all this spraying that we do for weeks. It's like half the jugs we use. Well, actually less than half the jugs we use, but every time do these, and then you take them to recycle with Clean Farms. They got areas where you recycle those jugs, and then after you do that, then you got all these cardboard boxes. And these cardboard boxes got to get crushed. Boom. Recycle those too. So yeah. So not only do you got to spend time spraying chemicals, because you don't like to spray chemicals, then you got to go and you know, keep cleaning up after.
Good explainer clip. I don't think anyone else has really talked about what you do with the empty chemical containers. Good bit of information for sure. Really smooth drone footage. I haven't seen a single jerky maneuver. Just love the nice open fields, nice blue sky. Now, what's this we have going on here? I guess they're just filling. I was wondering about the excavator in the background there. Must just been a... I'm seeing it in the replay here too. Must be filling in town, and that was just parked there, so... And apparently we're watching the video again because I hit the wrong button. Anyway, beautiful work for sure, Taylor. Nathan from Taylor Farms. That was pretty awesome. Keep up the great work. Nice, just about the right runtime for what it is. I loved the hybrid between vlog style and cinematic style for sure. So keep up the good work. Awesome to watch. Where's my sound effects panel? Here it is. It got hidden because we need the applause sound effect. All right, we have one left to watch. And this one comes from Vitamin Photography. We've seen him around a couple times before. I'm pretty sure he is submitted to almost every episode. He cranks out quite a few videos, so be sure to go check out his channel if you haven't already. This is Vitamin Photography out of Wisconsin. We are planting corn in the year 2019 with a Case IH 470 row track and a 36 row IH planter. All right. Give this one a watch. And give this one a watch from the beginning. How about? There we go. And this is at 4-Star Dairy. Vitamin Photography is known for his beautiful drone footage of machinery. He always films during what's called golden hour when the sun is at a lower point in the sky, usually in the evenings. Really enhances the color on things. That's an awesome planner as well. Definitely great to see machinery like this at work. Lots and lots of people just love watching this stuff. Love watching those individual rows bounce around to get the seed depth right. Whiteman's saying this planner is brand new as of 2019 and had to be assembled at the farm. Wow. It sure looks fancy. That's a planner. I already forgot how many rows it was, but it was a lot. Little Farm Big Camera's asking where the music comes from. I believe this was asked last time on a Whiteman photography video. He's probably got the answer coming up here in a minute in the chat, but was it? It was something. Okay, this one apparently came from Epidemic Sound on a free trial. There's another resource that you used as well. I can't remember what it was, but yes, Epidemic Sound is a good resource too. Grab some pretty high quality music if you're starting out on YouTube. I use Artlist now under my freelance production license, so also works well for YouTube. Both are pretty great sources of music. Both are also lacking in the epic cinematic department, but it's all right. There's some good stuff there. Nice end screen. Nice music for the end screen, too. Be sure to subscribe to Whiteman if you haven't already. I know a lot of people in the AgriLive community already watch quite a bit of content from him, though. So awesome to see. Thank you for submitting yet another awesome one. Great to watch for sure. So hope that everybody keeps up the great work. We saw some awesome stuff today. I've never been disappointed on any of these farm video review episodes. There's always some of the usual people submitting some even more great content, and there's always somebody new that submits something awesome as well. So there's just so many awesome farm videos out there. It's just great. And there's so many people getting into farming videos, and it's great for them to see some examples from all over the place. Today we went to Wisconsin for 2 different people. We went to Canada for 2 to 3 different people, and we were in Kansas as well. So that part's awesome too. The ag around the greater region of the world too. And we've had people submit from Europe as well. So great stuff to see. Oh, and I can't forget Australia. We've had a couple from there as well. Pretty awesome stuff. Yeah. So thank you guys for being here. Quick update on what's going on in the AgriLive world right now. It's been absolutely crazy. Episodes are no longer very planned. It's just whenever I happen to have time to do one, I'll try and schedule an episode. So if you see another one here in the next month or so, it will probably be on another Sunday evening. This fall, we'll be back to Tuesday nights. We'll get back on track in the fall and make sure that we are releasing episodes bi-weekly. And that'll be perfect timing because I'm hoping there's going to be just a mad rush of harvest videos that from 2019 that are being produced and released in the fall of this year. So be sure to get out and film some awesome harvest action for sure. And it'll be coming northward here before too long for all of us up in Montana and Canada and, you know, the great north. So, yes. Thank you guys for being here. I can't promise another episode for a while yet. This one was kind of an exception. I was very close to having to cancel AgriLive completely for the whole summer, but we're still here. I just can't plan anything terribly in advance. So it's going to be late August before we're back to some of the really good episodes. That's when the special guests are coming back. I have some awesome people that would love to be on the show. Hopefully we can get some of that lined out later this year, such as... Oh, there was a few people I had on mind. I'm actually going to keep it all under wraps. There could be a huge special guest coming later as well. So don't go anywhere, guys. Make sure you stay subscribed to Agri Studios. Hopefully I can try and release another video that is not a stream, but a normal video before too long. I'm going to see if I can edit together. Ooh, no, we're dark. I can't see myself. There we go. I'm going to see if I can edit together a few of the things that I've been up to lately in the last month or so and release a short vlog to YouTube. Don't know if it'll happen for sure or not, but it's been a while. I think the last vlog I've released, or at least non-live video I've released, is Seeding Along the Edge, and that was a while ago. Meanwhile, views are up on Along the Edge, Montana Family Harvest Story. That's the harvest video from 2017 that I made. So if you haven't seen that one, it's epic. Go check it out. It's up over 200,000 views, which is awesome. So thank everyone. Thank all of you guys for the endless support on that project. I'm hoping to have another awesome harvest video this year. We'll see what happens. And hopefully I can release some behind the scenes of what's been going on in the last month. So thank you guys. I've got another busy week ahead of me. I'm going to be in northern Nevada working some rodeo type stuff over there for freelance. Then it's going to be harvest time and a few other things in between. So hopefully I see all of you again before too long. Meanwhile, take care. See you later.